Hello everyone, day 7 of the Expo. Today is Tumbril and Crusader Day. We have the Hercules, C2, M2 and A2. I like the ship a lot, but there are problems. She is way too agile for her size, mass and mass distribution. She handles like a heavy fighter, and there's no turret protecting against attacks from the top or from 12 o'clock high. This includes all variants, even A2, which has tons of turrets, but nothing protecting the top or against 12 o'clock high attacks. We have Nova Tank. She has very high alpha damage, which is really nice, but there are problems. First, look how big she is. She is as big as a house, because CIG insists on a standing walkable interior. Next problem, only -5 degrees of gun depression. In this game, terrain is not flat. This is what we want. We don't want flat terrain, and sometimes you have to shoot down. With only -5 degrees of gun depression, this can be very hard or impossible. So why does she only have -5 degrees of gun depression? Because some genius put a flashlight or gun sight under the barrel. She could have easily -10 degrees of gun depression, and she really needs this. Next problem, she handles and she drives absolutely FUBA. Driving physics in Star Citizen are still very bad, but CIG is working on this. We have Aries Inferno and Aries Ion. Those ships were introduced last year, and they were nerfed right after sale ended because they were too OP. People were complaining they were one-shotted in their smaller ships. Maybe CIG, it would help if you would do some basic math. I think it was just a bad idea to put a size 7 gun onto a heavy fighter. CIG's solution for now is to make this gun very inaccurate. Oh look, model is bugged. So now you can maybe hit big ships, but even then your shots are hitting all over the place, so you are hitting multiple shield faces. I'm not a fan of this asymmetrical gun design, which doesn't offer anything, but I guess it's cool, Chris, right? Overall, Ion and Inferno were actually quite nice when introduced, but they were nerfed right after sale ended last year. Right now they are in a very sad state. Not recommended. We have Mercury Star Runner. I like the ship, but as always, there are problems. I'm not a fan of those sliding seats in the cockpit. This takes away control over your character for no benefit. Second, she has this silly secondary tunnel level that is wasting space and mass and doesn't have any function at all other than being cool. I don't even think it's cool. If the secondary tunnel level would have at least any purpose, like for example storage for components, it would be nice, it would be fine, but nope. She has quite good turret placement, one turret on top and one at the bottom, not many guns for the pilot. Overall, a nice ship. We have the Cyclones. Actually, I like the Cyclones, they are very useful vehicles, but look at those wheels. Chris, we know how to make wheels, but you had to reinvent the wheel and make it 100 times worse than what we have for centuries. There's a cogwheel inside the rim. Yeah, I'm sure this would work very nice in real life in off-road vehicle. What would happen if you would get sand and stones inside? Yeah, those wheels would block. More Cyclones, Cyclone TR, Cyclone MT and Cyclone AE. Cyclone AE has an EMP which is pretty much almost absolutely useless. Very low EMP value, very low range. I wonder if this EMP will ever be useful. By the way, Cyclone MT is really funny. You have a guy standing in a turret, manning the gun and using the missiles. What would happen if he would fire the missiles? He would get blasted by hot rocket exhaust right in his face. How about putting in a plexiglass shield, CIG, hologram of Genesis Starliner. She is transporting passengers. Could be interesting when we get good NPC AI one day. We have a hologram of the new ship, the Spirit. Holograms of Ranger motorcycle. And again, look at those wheels. For no benefit, those wheels wouldn't work at all. I'm really curious when we get the Rangers and how well CIG will do with motorcycle driving physics. Most games do it wrong. A few games have very, very nice motorcycle driving physics. This was day 7 of the Expo. I hope you found this interesting and see you tomorrow. Bye. Auf Wiedersehen. Look at this. If I go a little bit to the right, I am on the roof. Wow. Each time I have to go to the right side, then I'm teleporting through the roof. Hey, you're still here. You might want to join me on Twitter. My Twitter account is Camural_SC.